Did you hear any news about the World Cup draw at all? Did you hear about any like awards given out at it?
Awards before the tournament?
Yeah, they gave out a brand new award. Not to do with sports. It was a Peace Prize actually. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about this?
No.
Oh, so they gave out the first ever FIFA Peace Prize.
Okay.
And it kind of inspired me. I thought I could give out the first ever Derek Like Sports Peace Prize.
Peace Prize.
Peace Prize, yeah.
And who do they give it to?
We don't have to talk about who they gave it to. I want to talk about who I would like to give the first Derek Like Sports Peace Prize to.
Okay, but I sort of need context. Who, or is this serious? Who did they give it to? There's plenty of places to.
I'll reveal that in a minute.
Okay.
I mean, you know who the person is. I think. I don't know. Actually, you might not.
They give it to Trump.
Given. Anyway, I would like to give out the first ever Derek Like Sports Peace Prize.
Okay.
To Henry Creel.
Who's that?
He's unfairly called Vecna by a bunch of kids. But Henry has done
the Star Wars
incredible work with children, taking them under his wing or his tendrils, if you will. And I think he deserves to be recognized for that work. And he's going to receive the first ever Derek Like Sports Peace Prize today. We're making breaking new ground today.
Incredible.
Henry
I have
Creel.
No idea who this is.
Vecna,
Zero
folks.
idea.
Vecna.
I was like, are you talking about Star Wars, Star Trek, K-pop?
I think the best part of this bit that may or may not have just worked, I may cut the whole thing because I'm not really sure, because I knew you would have no idea.
Zero clue.
Anything what I was talking about.
Nothing. From soccer.
I knew you were just a blank. You were the worst audience.
You
were the
lost
worst
me
audience
at
for
soccer.
for this bit. So anyway,
yeah.
Congratulations,
cool.
Henry.
I have no idea who this is.
Your award will be in the interdimensional mail.
I will say you found something that I know less about than soccer.
I don't think I had to try very hard for that. I mean that with all due respect. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think it's a beautiful thing you didn't know about the FIFA Peace Prize. I wish I didn't. But hopefully someone enjoyed that bit. And if not, keep that to yourself. But if you did enjoy it, do not keep that to yourself. Please let me know.
Red Sox fans have longed to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions. Wycheck. The 3-2 for the winner.
Not a Stranger Things guy, huh? No Stranger Things for you?
Oh, okay. No. I've heard of the name of the show. And and they're coming out with something. I know that, right? On Netflix, it's coming out.
The last season is halfway out.
It's halfway out? There's more than one episode? It's not a movie? It's a show.
No. No, it's not.
Do they have a movie?
So the finale is going to be like movie length.
Okay.
And I think they are gonna. I think select theaters are gonna show it.
You know, I thought, and I'm wrong about this, but I thought that the place in Syracuse that has like a old high school, which is now a movie set, I thought it was a set for them, but it's not.
Wait, what? I don't know about this.
Oh, there's an old abandoned high school in Syracuse, and they've turned it into a movie set, and they've done productions there. And I thought Stranger Things was filmed there, but it's not. But a couple of the actors have worked in projects that have filmed there.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, by the way, I got to watch that Bills movie. I got to watch that Bills Hallmark movie.
We need to do that.
Let's do that.
We'll figure that out. Colleen was actually asking me yesterday
if I watched it.
Well, asking when we were going to watch it.
Oh, are you going to watch it? Hey,
we talked about this at length. That
we
are going to.
I thought. Oh,
we
yeah,
talked
we
about
do
this
an
at
episode.
length.
Yeah. But hey, check this out. So last year's film. You know what the Hallmark film was last year? It was Chiefs. It was like
a player on the Chiefs falls in love with a pop star or something.
Oh, really?
I think was the plot of the movie.
That actually happened.
Did it?
Why are you making it up?
Really?
Why are they doing that? Why are they doing
like who? Which
Travis
Chiefs
Kelce.
player? Travis Kelce.
Oh, Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story. You know what the movie's called this year?
It's called like
Holiday Touchdown, a Bills love story. They
so it's like an anthology.
Change the name.
They're going to do
what
all
are they
32
doing?
teams.
Why do we have
regional?
to be second on this?
Do you remember how like Sports Illustrated used to have like a different cover depending on which region you were in for like the NFL previews? That's what Hallmark's trying to do with these movies.
Yeah, Philadelphia Holiday Touchdown.
Well, that's
Philadelphia
just
Eagles love
Silver
story.
Linings Playbook. There already is an Eagles movie. They don't have to do it. And it was actually good.
A Cleveland Browns love story.
Oh God, no!
They leave Cleveland. That's the love
horror
story.
That is a horror movie.
Okay. They leave Cleveland.
Hey, yeah,
They
we should open
leave
up to different
Cincinnati.
genres.
Yeah,
like the Browns one should be just a straight up like slasher horror movie. It's like The Shining.
Kevin Stefanski.
Kevin. Are you familiar with Home Alone? Do you know that one?
Oh, that's one I know.
I have no idea with you. I really don't. Like, I don't know if it's
Mostly I don't know.
I mean, you haven't seen Star Wars, which is like
I've not.
Even the I don't know. I feel like the hit rate on Star Wars is very close to 100%.
What do you mean? People have seen it?
Yeah.
No, I disagree. It's like 3 hours long, isn't it?
No.
How long is Star Wars? Longer?
Like an hour and 45 minutes.
No way.
Like the 1977 Star Wars movie is like 145 or sorry, an hour and 45 minutes. Maybe 2 hours. There's no way of knowing. There's no way of looking it up.
2 hours and 32 minutes. Return
2 hours
of
and
the
1
Jedi,
minute.
Or the Last Jedi, I guess.
That's not what we're talking about, though. If we're just talking about
some of these are long.
Yeah, you don't have to watch them all. I'm shocked you haven't seen
the regular.
Yeah, like the original one, which are being re-released, by the way. Did you hear about that?
I haven't watched Indiana Jones either.
Well, I mean, I didn't watch that till I was an adult, but
I did watch.
That feels different. That feels
scene.
Totally different. It's like similar, obviously, but like.
Can I tell you a disturbing story about Indiana Jones? We're way off topic, but can I tell you a disturbing? So in Indiana Jones, in the one, where's the one where he's like in India or something? Indiana Jones is in India in one of these, and they're eating snakes for the dinner.
Okay.
And
wait, did you just say
wild.
You haven't seen this movie?
No, I've just seen like little bits and pieces, and I've seen that part of it. And they're eating snakes, and it's so gross. And then I just thought, I remember seeing it. I think I was pretty young when I saw it. I just remember, I was like, well, I don't know. We don't eat that. That's gross. And then I just thought like people just take it like not seriously.
Oh,
and then
met people?
No. One, I was at a hospital at one point. I was at like a rehabbing my wrist at physical therapy. And a dude asked me, I think because he realized that I'm Indian, he asked me, do you eat snakes? I was like, what?
Oh,
what are you talking about? Do I eat snakes?
All right. Well, thank you for joining us
vegan.
for Microaggression Corner.
And that's when I realized that it does matter what they put in films.
Yeah, that's actually a good lesson.
I was like, who takes this stuff seriously? Turns out a lot of people take this stuff seriously. That's
actually
why you got to
really
be careful.
That might be that person's only interaction
exposure
with
to the
India and the Indian people.
Indiana Jones in India.
And it's Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Cool.
Isn't that?
Well, that's been the show.
Nice little moral to the story.
I hope you think a little differently about. I don't know.
Put the little rainbow. The more you know.
The more you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Put that in.
Well, speaking.
You want to start with Indiana Jones? Let's go.
I
thought that'd be a good
segue.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man. Okay.
All right.
The clip,
they got smoked.
Okay, but the clip is horrible.
What clip?
Him tearing his Achilles is just.
I mean, that is the most terrifying,
devastating, horrible. Slams his helmet to the ground.
It happens for no reason.
And you know it right away. Like they all know it, see it right away. Yeah. And it was was it the back foot?
Yeah. It's always that same motion where you like
it was the
pretend this is a foot. Yeah. It's when you like step like that. I hate it.
It was horrible.
I have a lot of health anxiety in general, and I have a really big fear of tearing my Achilles, and it's gotten so much worse in the last few months because of there have been so many high profile Achilles tears. You had Jason Tatum. Tyrese Halliburton.
Apparently, I have Achilles tendonitis. Not to bring this back to me, but my MRI results came back from my fracture. And apparently, I do have Achilles tendonitis.
Oh man, the Christian McCaffrey. He had bilateral Achilles tendonitis.
Your take on the Colts needs to be paused. You can't. They're gonna go. They're not going to win a single game. You got to pause it because of the Daniel Jones injury. You got to pause it.
You do not have to pause being correct.
Paused. You can't. No, you're gonna.
I know.
You're gonna fumble your way into this one.
Disagree. No, they weren't winning this game before he got hurt.
Okay, but they would win one of these games.
I don't think they would. I mean,
come on.
Look at their schedule. Which of these 4 teams are they beating? Pick one.
Jaguars.
Which one? They just lost to them.
49ers at home.
They just lost to the Jaguars. Like, what are you talking about?
But now it's going to be at home. In the Jaguars aren't good enough to win multiple games like that. We know this. They probably win 2 of those.
I don't know. At what point do we need to start?
Jaguars.
At what point do we need to start not saying that about the Jaguars? Though they're kind of on a roll right now and they're playing pretty well.
You know, at what point do we not say that about when they don't have Trevor Lawrence as their quarterback?
I have so few takes that hit that well.
Like,
you're not taking this away from me.
Injury. You got to pause.
He was already hurt. He already had a broken bone in his leg. Like, what are you talking about? And they might have a better quarterback coming in because last night it what.
He has 10 kids, 12 kids.
The real news. He literally has 10.
Honestly, what a flex. That's how you know you're really. Okay. You know what? One of my friends told me. I think this is true story. In the front of Bloomingdale's now, they have child strollers because having kids now is like a major financial flex because they're so expensive.
Oh, that's what you mean by a flex. Okay, I thought you were talking about something else.
Okay. I guess it's also a flex. Is he a grandfather? He's a grandfather.
He is literally a grandfather.
He could have an 11th child any day now.
His youngest child was born 2 years ago.
He does not believe.
We don't need to. We don't know that.
We don't need to finish this.
We don't know that. All right. If you don't know who we're talking about, because I don't think we've said his name yet.
I remember seeing Phillip Rivers at NC State, and I was like, why does this guy talk so much? 1, who is he mad at? 2, and why is he throwing this ball like a frisbee? What is this going on?
I think that's the first time we've said his name, but Phillip Rivers is who we're talking about.
How are all 3 of these things possible?
If you're not familiar with Phillip Rivers, I'm surprised you're listening to this podcast. You know the thing I remember most about Phillip Rivers being at NC State? Let me find it. He was one of the first quarterbacks I remember, and I think I've actually talked about this before. He's one of the first quarterbacks I remember that wore a visor.
Oh my goodness.
And I remember thinking that was so cool.
Really?
And then he went to the Chargers and continued wearing a visor.
Did he wear a visor at the Chargers?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Tinted?
And I just I was, because this was so long ago, I was a child. He was drafted in 2004.
Oh.
So, I was 13 years old. And I just thought
Rivers.
this looks kind of dorky right now, but I thought that was cool as hell. And then LaDainian Tomlinson was also on that team. And he
had a great iconic visor.
Oh,
he had an iconic visor for sure.
I want to find
Did Junior Seau have a visor on those teams?
Oh, I don't know. There were a lot of visors floating around.
Yeah, it's hot. It's sunny. San Diego.
Look at that. Oh,
that
man.
looks good. Yeah, that was great.
So this was like my this is why I had kind of a crush on the Chargers for so long, is because of the visors. The visors were like huge for me. And that's, I don't know. That sounds weird to say out loud.
Didn't Drew Brees wear a visor too? Did he wear a visor?
I don't think so.
And in San Diego? No.
That's a good question. I don't think he did. Maybe like a hat without the crown part. Maybe that kind of visor, but I don't. Those are big at the time. You know what I'm talking about?
No. Which ones?
You know what I'm talking about.
No.
Like what Steve Spurrier used to wear.
What did Steve Spurrier wear?
A
Drew
visor.
Brees did not wear a visor.
This is the other kind of visor. The head.
Yeah. The hat thing.
Yeah, the hat. The hat thing without exactly as I described.
Yeah. Why did they do that?
So the reason we're talking about Philip
totally
Rivers,
useless piece of clothing.
Right. Yeah.
Why would you cut that part out?
It makes sense if you have like a ponytail or like a bun or something.
Or you need some like tanning there.
That too. Yeah. The reason we're talking about this man with 10 children and a grandchild and hasn't played since January of 2021 and was drafted in 2004 along with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger. The reason we're talking about this guy is he is working out with the Colts and might be the Daniel Jones replacement if he, decides to sign with the team. And this is interesting because he is Hall of Fame eligible and is this year a Hall of Fame semifinalist.
Yeah. Oh.
Now I don't think he's going to.
Does it change his eligibility for that?
So if he signs with the team, it restarts the clock for his eligibility.
Oh.
But he's not a Hall of Famer, right? Like we don't need to do a whole debate about Philip Rivers being a Hall of Famer. I don't think he is.
I don't know.
It's close. Like I would listen to the case for it, but
the case. You want me to give you the case?
Yeah.
The case would be that at his, well, there's two cases. One is at his peak, he was a very good player. He didn't win a Super Bowl because it was the era of Brady and Manning. He didn't get to the Super Bowl because of that. But they led some pretty iconic offenses, and he was one of the very good quarterbacks in the league. The other thing is like it's a comp thing. So if you compare him to other quarterbacks who have gotten in or who we expect to get in, like obviously Eli Manning is the interesting case. Eli Manning is the unique case. Rivers had better seasons than Manning.
Sure.
No doubt. But Manning has the 2 Super Bowls, and it's more iconic. And then you go to the question of, can you tell the story of football without him?
So and
I'm a little ruthless.
I want to.
But you put Matt Ryan in. If you put Matt Ryan in, I think you got to put Philip Rivers in.
I don't think anybody's saying Matt Ryan's going to go in, though. And Matt Ryan,
but you think he's a Hall of Famer?
Matt Ryan? No.
Yeah.
I don't think. I actually think Matt Ryan is like kind of the cutoff point. But if you're making a case between Matt Ryan and Philip Rivers, Matt Ryan won an MVP. So at one point, he was considered the best player in the league.
That's true.
But I want to do a whole thing on the Hall of Fame at some point. Not that might be an off-season thing because I've been thinking a lot about it. And
do you think Philip Rivers is a better? Because you love Stafford.
Yeah.
Stafford or Rivers?
Stafford.
Yeah, I think Stafford too.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that far.
No, I don't either.
And I know that you think Stafford is a surefire Hall of Famer.
I think you could make a case for Philip Rivers, and I don't really fall one way or the other right now because I haven't really put that much thought into it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I kind of have some like thoughts of like how I think about Hall of Famers that I'm gonna try to put together.
I'm too tough on it. I'm too tough. So for me,
a lot of people are.
I wouldn't.
And I have a new concept that I want to introduce.
If it was Baseball Hall of Fame, I would say, yeah, he's in 100%. Baseball Hall of Fame, he's easily in.
His baseball stats are pretty bad.
No. You know what I'm saying. If the NFL
well, as long as he didn't
did it
do
like
steroids,
baseball,
as long as he didn't use performance enhancers that everyone else was using at the time, then yeah, of course he'd get in.
Baseball says if you played long enough and were good, you're in.
It's not
That's
quite
what baseball.
that cut and dry, unfortunately.
Baseball.
Yeah,
you played a number of years and you were pretty much above average, you're in. Baseball cutoff.
I don't know why you're
unless you're Barry Bonds,
you
then you're not in.
Even
though you're the best player in the history of the game,
Manny
you're
Ramirez,
not in. Yeah, we don't put our good players in. By the way,
Rose,
we don't.
No, yeah, we don't. We don't
put the good players in.
Yeah,
you can't tell. You can tell the story of baseball without Barry Bonds. Pete Rose.
Of course. You can delete
it's not an interesting story.
You can delete the 10 best years of baseball of my lifetime and still
tell the story of baseball.
Yeah. I think we'll do at some point I'm going to do a whole thing about kind of how I think about the Hall of Fames and how other people think about them. I think it's an interesting conversation because like I don't really get the point of it. I don't think there's like I don't think there's like a clear definition, and I think that's what makes it interesting. There's not like a clear, and there can't be a clear like determination about what makes a Hall of Fame player versus what doesn't.
I think you know it. It's like
I think people think they know it when they see it. Yeah, you're thinking the
porn.
Like
the definition of porn is like I know it when I see it.
But everyone, I think everyone has a
Hall of Famer. I know it when I see it.
I think everybody thinks that they know it when they see it, but everybody's idea of what they're seeing is different. If that makes sense.
I know, but I actually
like to like kind of break down what that even means. Like from like, and I think there are a couple different. It's almost like a rubric where like there are a couple different aspects that you have to look at with a player. So there's like their importance to the game, there's their stats, there's their how much they won.
Even if you have a rubric, I feel like it is a little bit of an art because it's just not going to be.
And don't mistake me for thinking that there should be a rubric or anything like that. I just think it's interesting to kind of take a step back and kind of analyze why some people think so passionately that a player is not a Hall of Famer or a player is. And I think you can kind of
I think part of it is
break it down.
Like because it's like part of it is, and I feel like I've heard players talk about it. Like some players would rather have the gold jacket than a Super Bowl ring because it's more of an it's even more of an exclusive club. Oh, maybe they're saying that because they haven't won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They're in the Hall of Fame.
I don't think I've ever heard a player say that.
I've heard a few, but I don't know if I should name them. But it is. No, it
Why
is.
shouldn't you name them?
It is more of an
them.
exclusive. I feel like I've heard Chris Carter say that.
Oh, that sounds like something he would say.
No, I think he's good. Anyways, listen, it is more of an exclusive club. And if you're in the club and the people in it vote for it, you don't want to dilute it. You don't want you want the standard of the thing to be the thing. And even in the Hall of Fame, there's tiers to it, I would say.
They have a great spread. You get invited to all the dinners and whatnot and see what Canton, Ohio has to offer.
So if you're him, what are you going to do? You're going to go in and take a chance of, I think, he likes to play. What else is he doing?
Phillip Rivers? I mean, sure, why not?
Wasn't he driving from San Diego to L.A. that last year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then he went to the Colts. He played his last year with the Colts. And his last game was actually...
This was a trivia question earlier in the day. And I got it right.
Wild card playoff game against the Bills in 2021. It was the COVID year.
Unnecessarily close.
It was Josh Allen's first playoff win, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
And that's it. I mean, he hasn't signed with the team. This could be all moot, but it's been a fun thing to talk about, right? Hey, just popping in here because moments after Devesh and I finished recording, I saw that Phillip Rivers has officially signed with the Colts practice squad. So the grandpa is back in the NFL, and I'm gonna start sound crazy with this stuff, but last week or the last show back here, it's a Giants helmet now, but I had a Colts helmet and a Chargers helmet, which are the two teams Phillip Rivers played for, and now he's coming back to the NFL. I don't know. I don't know. This show has powers, though. I'm going to say it. Or I'm going to ask it. Does this show have powers? I just hit my chin on the microphone. Anyway, Philip Rivers back in the NFL. Back to the show. So, here's what the Colts have left. They're not winning any of these games.
Yeah, well, now
you heard it
here
first
right.
weeks ago.
Now
I'm not
you're
even
right.
entertaining. I'm not even entertaining
nullifying the quote
that I'm not getting credit for that. I'm not. I wasn't even coming in doing a victory lap or anything. I wasn't even going to say a word about it. I was just going to let it be because everybody knows. Everybody knows what I've been saying about the Colts for weeks. And it's nothing against the Colts. It's just kind of how things look to be trending. And yeah, I wasn't going to say a word about it, but now
you know what?
I'm forced to defend it.
The rookie quarterback didn't look horrible. And I actually wonder if he'll be like,
it kind of did,
okay.
But I mean, Riley Leonard is the rookie quarterback that came in. I've talked, I
think
mentioned
for
this.
A rookie coming in and not having practice all week, I thought he did some good things. Yeah,
they're going to have to like build an offense around him. The other thing is he got hurt, and that's part of the reason why Rivers
the offense around him.
But he also got injured in that game and may not play. So I mean, that's the other factor, and that's why Rivers is coming in. They have Brett Rip on the practice squad, so they have another quarterback available.
Is he related to Mark Rippon?
I think I looked this up years ago because Rippon actually started a couple games.
I feel like I've asked this question before.
He started a couple games for the Broncos a few years ago.
We just repeat conversations.
He's not related.
Okay.
He's not related. Well, he might be related. It's not his son, anyway. Is Brett? Wait, is his nephew?
Oh, that's cool. That's actually
but
cool.
This is according to the Google Gemini overview.
Okay, so take it like you take my facts.
Yeah,
it could be, could not be.
And that's the problem with it is like now because it's been wrong more than one time. I never trust it.
Yeah.
So why would you stake your entire reputation as a service where the whole thing is that you're being trusted to give answers to stuff? Why would you put out an imperfect product that's going to give wrong answers?
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
People don't care about accuracy anymore. Look at CJ Stroud last night. You think he cared about accuracy?
That's a great segue. And that was 2 nights ago. But
it was 2 nights ago. It feels just like
who
yesterday.
Didn't care about accuracy was Jalen Hurts.
Jalen. Yeah. Wait, where do we want to go? You want to go to Jalen?
I don't want to spend too much time. Let's commit to not spending too much time on the Chiefs. I think we've talked. I think we've said everything we can say about the Chiefs.
No, listen.
They
feels
lost.
like yesterday because I've been replaying this game.
They lost
over and over.
And it was weird. And the only thing maybe that I would want to talk about is the Andy Reid decision.
4th downs?
Well, the one in particular.
Okay.
You want to break down what happened?
Well, I was just going to say that in this game, they had failures from really all of their stars. Kelsey, Buckner. How do I don't know. Butker. I don't even
It's okay.
care.
You don't have to get his name right.
Great.
It's fine.
Great graduation speeches.
Nope, stop.
I know you love his graduation speeches.
Stop. We're not doing that again.
Okay.
We've already done this bit. I don't like it.
Their best players made some of their bad plays. And that includes Andy. The decision, I didn't hate it, but I was rooting for Houston. So
this was
I did
the
not
decision.
hate it. 4th and 4?
Actually,
4th and 1.
Shoot.
4th and 4 ended the game. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and then it was 4th and 1. Was it from the 30? From the 20?
This was the drive. I'm gonna pull up the whole sequence here.
Well, yeah.
And here's where I think the bigger thing here is I think there's a whole discussion to be had, and I know it's kind of a tired topic at this point, but you hear so much about like the analytics, like what did the analytics say, right? And I'm starting to sound, I just hear it now. I'm starting to sound like Troy Aikman, like disparaging.
You hate football.
The analytics because they suggest that you should do things differently than they did in 1995. But I think it's kind of swung too far a little bit, where now people think like it's a binary like dichotomy between the analytics and like your gut. And if so in this particular situation, 10-10 game, 10 minutes left. It's 4th and 1. The Chiefs have the ball at their own 31-yard line. So if they fail in this play, the Texans, who hadn't moved the ball hardly a yard in the entire second half, immediately are in field goal range if they fail to get this play. And it was a long one, too.
It's been like 90 actual minutes since the Texans scored.
Both defenses were playing out of their minds, and like
the
neither
Texans
team
were
was
not
moving the ball.
Texans were not doing nothing.
And also it says 4th and 1. It was probably closer to being 4th and 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it was easily a 4th and a 1.5.
Yeah, it was a long one. Yeah, it was a long one.
I actually think, I don't want to blame the analytics, because I think Andy made it off of gut. Like, I think this was his gut decision to be like,
Maybe.
I want to give Mahomes another shot. Now, is he wrong because of the way this game is? Yeah. You know, if he's playing the Bills, I think go for it, probably.
Yeah. So like the like,
it's not a shootout.
The like analytics, like there's a if you don't know, there's like literally a formula that you can plug in the down and distance, the situation, the score, the time remaining, all of that stuff, and it will essentially give a readout of how going for it and getting it, or going for it not getting it,
it
how
was
that
like
will
a
affect
1% difference or something.
It's like
right?
how it'll affect your win probability.
Yeah.
And this one was like very close to being a push, whereas like kind of a coin flip, but it was slightly in favor
of going for it. Yeah.
But the thing is, and that's the thing about these decisions that I think gets kind of lost, is like it doesn't truly understand that the Texans offense was doing nothing in this game. This was not the type of game where like you're trying to maximize your possessions on offense, because the offenses weren't really doing anything. And to give them the ball in scoring range, an area of the field they hadn't gotten to in like a quarter and a half, it's just crazy to me at that point in the game.
I, as a person who was rooting for the Texans, I didn't think that it was I didn't feel like it was an egregious decision before the play. But at the same time, I was excited because just the Texans defense on any given play can make a play. And even if they convert it there, I don't think they're going down the field and doing anything.
Even if you get it,
I don't think
it's
you're
not
doing
like
anything.
they were flying up and down the field.
No. It is a game that you have to play
game.
field position. It is like, you know how they have like the hidden yards in a game? And it's just like field position, like you punt it, like just this kind of nonsense, which like is boring. But like that's maybe the type of game that you had to play. But I think it's tough for an offensive coach. Like if he was a defensive coach there, he would have punted it. You know?
Yeah, it was kind of like it
he
did feel
got
like an emotional decision.
Like I think he got, like, as an offensive coach, he's like, we got to be able to do more. I'm going to put in my best player's hand and in my hands, because he usually designs good plays there too. You know. But I will say, like, we can point to one thing, and it's like when someone's successful, we always like, Andy Reid is one of the, maybe you could argue he's the best coach of all time. Certainly the best offensive head coach in the history of the game, maybe, right? So easily. You love Andy too. We love Andy. He looks like the cat. We love Andy, but like I think sometimes like when someone's winning, we gloss over some flaws and stuff like that, and when they're losing, we over like analyze it too. And if you just go back to like when he was in Philadelphia, people regularly criticized him about late game situations, clock management.
It was a thing in Kansas City too.
It was until Mahomes, and he's like,
well, even with
totally
fixed.
Well, and they get away with more because they got a better team. But yeah. I mean, through the years, there's definitely been times where I'm like, why is he doing that? But they sort of get away with it, and I think that's the story of the year. Like they get away with these games. They get away, they pull away, and this year they've not gotten away with any of it. Catches, like he hits Kelsey on that catch. Kelsey catches it.
You talking about the one where Kelsey handed it to the other team?
Yeah. Yeah. Like they've made that play. They make that he makes the critical plays all the time. And can I just make this argument too? Just like now you guys know that I'm really not a hater. I think Mahomes has probably played as good this year as he did last year.
He's played better.
I think he's played better. Yeah. Right.
And weirdly,
and look, there's 6 and 7.
But what's weird is this was literally like by quarterback rating standards, the worst game of his career. But I don't think that was on him. I mean, literally one of his interceptions was in Travis Kelce's hands and just like delivered to the opponent, which is not the first time that's happened this season.
Oh my goodness. It's happened a number of times. And Houston, you got to give them credit because they're just whacking guys. They're just hitting guys. And I think it just takes their concentration off like 1 second and boom, the ball is loose. And like Petrie played great. Who was the other corner? I mean,
Stingley.
Oh, Stingley's all pro. Stingley's the best in the game.
Yeah.
What's his name? The other dude. They just made some. He raked the ball away from Thornton.
Oh right, yeah, in the end zone.
Yeah,
ball, I mean, basically in Tyquan Thornton's hands.
Incredible. They played so well. And look, Mahomes threw it into the ground a number of times too. Like he wasn't making all the throws, but he made a lot of critical throws that hit guys in the hands and they couldn't convert, fourth downs, third downs.
Well, I mean, like literally
and
statistically.
Kelsey's out here like this, like, why? How come I'm not open? Everybody's holding me.
Patrick Mahomes would have had a better quarterback rating if he had spiked the ball on every play.
Oh my God.
Which is like a weird little like quirk with how quarterback rating is calculated, but yeah. And so
and
that
they
kind of
didn't have the Texans didn't have their best game from the other end.
On
not
offense?
the Alabama guy, the LSU guy.
CJ, you're talking about CJ Stroud?
No, the defensive end, Danielle Hunter. I mean, they blocked Hunter. The Chiefs backup left tackle played an amazing game. He blocked Hunter all game. I mean, we couldn't block Hunter like that. And Hunter has what's his name?
We as in you and me.
Yeah, the Bills. Yeah. Hunter has he has a play for like a tackle on that fourth down, the run, where I forget everybody's names. He runs it in for a touchdown, but he broke Hunter's tackle. He had him in the backfield. So yeah, they had some plays there, but the Texans are really good.
Texans are really good. The Chiefs
and CJ makes some throws, but my goodness, he misses so many plays.
Yeah. The Chiefs now, pretty much their only path to the playoffs is to win their final 4 games, which is possible, and for the Chargers to lose their final 4 games.
The Chargers have to lose all of them, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have to win. I'm pretty sure the Chiefs have to win all 4, and the Chargers have to lose all 4. I think that's the only one.
Honestly, the Chargers could lose all 4 of those.
They could. Yeah, they didn't look great last night. They could. The Chiefs have the first
games.
one.
Texans.
The Chiefs have the first one at home against the Chargers, so it's right in front of them. They win that game. Chargers got to go play the Cowboys. Texans are really good, as we talked about. And then the Broncos. The hardest game for the Chiefs. The hardest game for the Chiefs is probably the Broncos.
At Broncos. Well, at Chiefs.
No, they play at home.
They
get them at home.
Games.
So it's. I mean, they're not dead yet, and I won't believe they're dead until I see their corpse with eliminated from playoff contention headline above it, because there's still a path. I don't think it'll happen.
What did they say? Is it 16% right now?
It's something like that.
That's high. That feels high. They really don't believe in the Chargers. They think the Chargers are going to charge her.
It's a tough schedule, and
it's a very tough schedule.
They're lucky they got that win last night. They may have other paths, but I think this is the simplest. So we'll see. The Chargers won last night, and I just wanted to. What a weird game! First of all, Jalen Hurts had 2 turnovers on the same play, which is the first time that has ever happened. That a player has had 2 turnovers on one play.
We love Harbaugh. Look at that quote.
This quote from Jim Harbaugh is deranged. Absolutely deranged. If you're just listening,
well, that's
there's a
way to
Schefter,
describe Harbaugh.
There's a Schefter tweet. This is Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh on his team's Monday night win over the Eagles. Quote, I put it in the discussion of the birth of my 7 children, my marriage, in the conversation. Just joyful, joyous. And the biblical definition of that is just overflowing with joy. He thought this win, week 14 against a non-conference opponent at home, was comparable to the births of his 7 children and getting married.
Okay, just in defense of Harbaugh. He's had
you don't
7 children. That's a lot of kids.
Yeah, but one of them was the first.
Yeah, but how many times have you done something 7 times and been like, all 7 of those are great?
He's not saying that, though.
He's saying it's as good as he's somewhere within the 7. There's a range between 1 and 7, and this game is somewhere between 1 and 7.
So it's in the conversation with some of those.
Yeah, some of those births were like, oh my God, when is this gonna end?
Well, I think he only got married once.
Yeah, the one wife, yeah.
It's in the conversation with that?
It's in there. Yeah, so he's probably got the birth of the first kid, the marriage, and then the birth of 2, 3, 4, and then probably this game, and then 5, 6, 7.
Okay, well.
Right in the middle of that. It makes total sense.
I would like to know what are his children's names?
No, I don't think we should be talking about.
They're
minors.
adults. They're adults. We could talk to them directly. I have the names of 5 of them. Reach out to me if you were offended by this Jay Harbaugh or Grace Harbaugh or Catherine Harbaugh or Addison Harbaugh.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, there were 4. Let me know. Let me know. Jay, James, Grace, Addison, Catherine, Jack, and John.
No, come on.
Which of you think?
I feel like
Which of you think that this random game against the Eagles was more important and more joyful to your father? Than
it was
the
an
birth
overtime
of you?
game.
You're
Could you imagine if he was so happy about this game? How does he feel about the national championship?
Oh, I know. That's the other thing. This dude is like,
I don't know that this is the. I don't know. This is
he won a national championship game for his alma mater.
He went to the Super Bowl, so he won. He played in the Super Bowl.
He coached in the Super Bowl against his brother.
Wait, that's not it. He's played in the playoffs as a quarterback. Speaking of the Colts,
it's deranged. It's a deranged quote.
No, makes total sense. Joyful.
You don't have to do this. You
Biblical
don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to defend
just
this.
Overflowing with joy.
The biblical definition of that is just overflowing with joy.
Do you know that when I heard that his hand was broken? I'm not remembering anybody's
Justin
name.
Herbert.
Justin Herbert. When I heard his hand was broken, I was not excited because his hand is broken, but excited because I just thought Harbaugh was going to run the ball 40 times last night. I was like, is he going to run the ball 45 times? Because I'm here for it. I'm here to see it.
Well, that's great. That's great.
I was hoping for
the only
pistol.
thing Greg Roman wants to do.
I know, but we didn't even see the pistol.
No.
We didn't even see the
pistol.
Harbaugh
sorry, not Harbaugh. Herbert was such a dog in this game. Just
tough.
Every time he got
Did you
hit.
see the end of the game where he's like, I don't want to do this interviews. I'm trying to celebrate with my teammates.
Yeah, the sideline reporter went up to him.
This is Monday Night Football.
I loved the way he handled that. I thought he was very he did it in a firm but kind way. I don't know. I love
he ended up answering the questions. Yeah, we like
and then he did the interview he's great. And
okay, so what's right now? They are 6th seed.
The Chargers?
Yeah, their current standing is 6th seed.
5.
They're the 5 seed over the Bills.
Yep, they win the tiebreaker over the Bills based on best win percentage in conference games. So this win didn't help that. It didn't help that tiebreaker because it was a non-conference game.
Yeah.
Just saying, this game was.
I don't think they're going to be able to stay at the 5 spot. I do feel like.
We just talked about their schedule.
It's a tough.
And we're talking about a scenario where they don't win any more games and miss the playoffs.
No, they're not going to go defeated here.
They might. Who are you confident that they're? Who are you like? Like, you have to
Broncos.
Okay. So at Broncos, you think they're going to win that game?
I think. Well, they'll probably win at Chiefs.
You know what? I'm realizing the Broncos might have, depending on how things shake out, they might have locked up their seed. They may be locked into whatever seed they're in, and that game could be meaningless. I'm just saying it could happen.
It could be meaningless. Yeah, that's true.
And it could that would So it would be interesting. It would be funny if this game here, this Chiefs Broncos game, week 17, if the Chiefs beat the Broncos and that eliminates the Broncos from getting the number 1 seed and locks them into the 2 seed. It would be funny if that keeps the Broncos from playing their starters and winning a game that against the Chargers that the Chiefs would need them to win. You see what I'm saying?
I think the Broncos are going to be fighting through the end. They got Packers, Jaguars, Chiefs, Chargers.
You see what I'm saying though? Like if the Patriots just happen to win their games, it would just be funny. It would be funny, like
the Patriots
poetically, if the Chiefs beating the Broncos actually makes the Broncos not use their starters week 18.
It's possible. Yeah, I guess
there's a scenario where that could happen. It's probably not going to happen.
Stupid Patriots have the easiest schedule.
You want to talk about this Thursday night game between the Cowboys and the Lions?
Yeah.
I pulled this up. I don't know if
I think I was totally right on this game.
I don't know if you've heard about this, but Jahmyr Gibbs, through 45 games in his career, has 47 touchdowns. Barry Sanders, in the same number of games to start his career, had 46.
Just horrible stat.
Just kind of interesting.
Jahmyr Gibbs, this is the problem because this makes you, I don't know. I like Gibbs. I think Gibbs is an excellent player. Comparing him to Barry Sanders is wild.
Yeah, I know. He's better. He had more touchdowns and in as many games.
Less yards.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
Less yards.
Yards? Who cares about yards? It's all about touchdowns. Dude, how many games do you win by having more yards than the other team? It's about points, man.
Barry Sanders had nobody on those teams.
Yeah, I'm not even. We don't need to do this again. This is true,
anyways,
though.
I was totally correct on how this game played out, I feel like.
Well, see, I thought Amon-Ra St. Brown was not going to play.
You thought it was going to be a Cowboys blowout.
Because I thought Amon-Ra St. Brown wasn't going to play, and I felt like that would have been a huge difference. And
turns out he's playing.
The Lions hadn't looked this good in weeks.
The third big catch of his, I texted you, I was like, I think Amon-Ra is playing.
The Lions hadn't looked good in weeks, and they're
good.
In this game.
I was telling you, they're good.
I know they're good. But they hadn't looked it. Yeah.
They lost some tough games. Okay, look, the Minnesota loss was a bad look. But other than that, they lost to good teams.
I mean, they should have lost to the Giants, too.
And what I was saying to you was like they hadn't been getting off to good starts, and they did get off to a good start in this game.
Yeah. So
correct game script for them.
My experience of this game was a little weird. I was at a concert on Thursday night during this game, but it was actually great because we had like a table that we were like seated at for this concert, which was cool.
Nice.
And I just had like the play-by-play scrolling on my phone. So it was a very it was like a reading experience. I basically read the novelization of this game.
Nice.
And I gotta say, they use the word offensive pass interference just too many times. It's really weak, repetitive writing.
This was a nice game. This was a good game. I watched it.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of on theme with the rest of the week. Just a lot of weird referee decisions and calls. Like the pass interference at the end of the game. It's not why the Cowboys lost, but it was just like a bad call. Like, kind of objectively, they called pass interference on, I think, Ferguson.
In the end zone, is that the end zone one?
Yeah, right at the end of the game. It's just weird.
I felt like the Cowboys were like close to really getting back into it. It felt like they were like right there, and then just couldn't.
They couldn't stop Jahmyr Gibbs.
They couldn't stop the Lions. Yeah, they couldn't stop the Lions. Well, it wasn't just Gibbs. It was Gibbs. It was what's his name? The deep Jameson Williams.
Yeah, and they couldn't stop. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs had 3 touchdowns. And he's the best offensive player the Lions have ever had. So, anyway, fun game. Moving on from that, we will go look at
I don't even know if he's
not
third.
A lot to say about this. The Seahawks blew out the Falcons, which
we knew this was going to happen.
Here we go again. We're back to looking at this. The Falcons now giving the Rams the 9th overall pick in the draft at the season ended today, and it could get worse or better if you're the Rams.
Wow.
Seahawks and Rams tied at the top of the NFC West, and
Seahawks are very good.
They're very good. This is also effectively a tie for the number 1 seed in the NFC right now, and they still play each other one more time. Yeah.
It's a good thing that they've done where they've brought these division games late.
Yeah, I like it.
Into the season. I think it's not bad. I mean, I think it's weird when you're playing a team twice in 3 weeks. But other than that, I think it's fine. Yeah. It's good.
We've been going kind of long here, so I know you want to talk about the Bills, but unfortunately, we're just going to have to
we're out of time
and not talk about the Bills.
Speaking of 4th downs, the Bills went for it a number of times on 4th down, and I liked all of them.
Well, look at this game, though. 39-34 is a lot different than 10-10 in the 4th quarter.
Agreed. Yeah.
Like, neither defense was stopping anybody in this game, so it makes you feel
put
like
it in your guy's hand. Yeah, and they were behind, and they knew they weren't stopping Burrow.
Well, yeah, I mean, and the biggest play, of the season.
Play.
Honestly.
The biggest play in 10 years.
It was the biggest win probability swing since they've started tracking win probability.
Outside of 2 minutes is the caveat.
Outside of 2 minutes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Important
incredible.
Caveat,
Christian Benford play. He talked about the play. I guess he's taught the way they teach it is to not jump.
Well, yeah, because you're kind of vulnerable, and usually it's a pump
quarterback.
Fake.
Yeah,
you don't want to get it.
But what a play, and it didn't look like it came out clean, but it sort of did, I guess. Burrow,
it's a great example,
yeah,
of the analytics of a situation not always being the exact thing. You kind of have to there is like a human element to these things, and he kind of sensed that he needed to go up and could make a play on the ball, and he did.
And he's blitzed now. Well, first of all, he had a sack in the game, but he also last week had a fumble return for a touchdown against Pittsburgh on a play where he blitzed also. Yeah. And that was the Bosa strip, and then he picked it up and ran it for a touchdown. This one, same thing. And I think this is a common thing in the league right now. When they put the outside wide receiver, the split in a little closer, they blitz it to try to prevent a run play.
Oh, that's interesting.
And he got it. He made a play. What a play. And by the way,
he was the 6th fastest ball carrier on the week. That's kind of cool.
Well, he said he was
20 miles per hour.
He was at 70%, and then he saw Chase, Jamar Chase behind him, and he's like, I thought it was just linemen.
Yeah, no, Jamar Chase almost caught him, but 63 yards touchdown. He topped out at 20.5 miles per hour, almost as fast as DK Metcalf, which is nuts.
I want to say I have some. Okay, first of all, he covered Jamar Chase on, I think, 16 plays, and he was targeted twice for 0 catches. The only catch Chase had like 44 yards on the day. It was like 5 receptions, 44 yards, something like that, and it was all from the slot. Nothing on Benford. So Benford really did a great job, and he did a great job on Metcalf last week too. And they've been having him follow other guys, so he was fantastic. I want to tell you a stat that you're gonna like.
Doubt it. No, okay. What is it?
He has 2 touchdowns.
Benford in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that the stat?
And I was just gonna pull up. I was just gonna see which Bills receivers he has more touchdowns than.
Oh.
And then he also has 2 sacks in the last 2 weeks. He's got more touchdowns than a lot.
Because like Shakir has like 1.
Shakir had a great one
for the whole season, or like in the last 2 weeks.
No, I'm talking about in the season.
Does Keon have? Keon has 2, I think.
Keon has 4, actually.
Keon has 4, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so he has more than probably Josh Palmer.
Okay, Keon has 3. Curtis Samuel, Tyrell Shavers, James Cook. Yeah, they have like 1 or 2.
He has more than.
Anyways,
Shavers.
It was like he also has more sacks than most of our D line.
Yeah, he does. He has more sacks than Khalil Shakir too.
I mean, look, if we just go by the next 2 weeks, he has more sacks than our D lineman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, who is the Bills? This is also a stat you're not going to care about. Who's the Bills' leader in interception? Defensive lineman interceptions.
Defensive lineman
history.
interceptions. Franchise history.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Wow. What a broadly popular stat to bring up. It's got to be like Bruce Smith, right? The Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame lineman.
Bruce Smith has
Bruce
two.
Smith. It's got to be him.
Two. He has 2 interceptions. AJ Epinesa.
It's Epinesa. That's
AJ Epinesa.
How many? 3?
I think it's 4 or 5. I should really.
You should know that.
Yeah, I forgot between this morning and today.
That's cool.
He has 4 interceptions.
Epinesa plays like he drops back in coverage probably way more than Bruce Smith ever did though.
No, he just doesn't get to the quarterback, which is why he's there.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about in this game? There's so many things.
I'm done talking about this game.
First of all, no, wait.
Good aesthetic.
Josh's throw to Shakir was ridiculous. This dude made like 5 or 6 plays in this game that were just like bonkers. That throw to Shakir, it's like past the ear hole of the defender. It's a crazy play. You see, I think I sent you a video from McDermott's perspective. It is wild.
It was a great aesthetic for this game.
It looked great. Yeah, it looked great.
I think the Bengals jerseys. I think the orange popping off it's not the first snow game they've had either.
No, the championship
game.
game was, and it felt like it was going like the championship game. Okay, also a little inside. We're watching the game. Derek texts me.
That was a divisional round, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, divisional. Yeah.
I just don't
not championship. Yeah,
don't want to give you this unearned valor.
You texted me during the game. You're like, the Bills are laying an egg. I was like, no, they're not. They're not laying an egg. They are losing, but they are not laying an egg because it just felt like they were close. Like it felt
like they were going to have the biggest win probability swing. And
it just like they were like on the cusp because they weren't like. They were making plays and everything was competitive, but they just weren't getting the little breaks. Like the Chase Brown catch, somehow that's a touchdown. I don't know. Was that a catch? Is that a catch? Is that an incompletion? Is that a touchdown? Is it down at the half-yard line? Like, so that was like a play. They take it all the way down. Cook fumbles it in the end zone. He actually fumbled it twice. The play before, he fumbles it and it goes out of bounds. And then they got a holding on that play, so they brought it back. That was a weird sequence. Anyways, they get it back down there, and then he fumbles it in the end zone. They were right there, and I could see them like fighting.
You know what's funny about this?
Yeah, what?
Is right after I said, because what I said was that the Bills and Ravens were laying an egg. Trying to make conversation.
No, I was like, no,
and
they're not.
And you wanted to get all pedantic about what it meant to be laying an egg, which is a idiom that has no set definition, kind of like getting into the Hall of Fame. And then, but the funniest part was that you said that the Ravens were.
Yeah, well, because I hadn't watched the game. I was just seeing the highlights, and everything was horrible. They were in peak Raven mode.
At the time you said that,
the Bills were down 10.
The Bills were down 10.
Yeah, the Ravens
were about to cut it to 3.
Yeah,
we're in a much better position than the Bills were.
You can feel the Ravens. They're going to do something stupid, like catch the ball, and the ref's going to say it's not a catch. Like something dumb is going to happen.
Yeah,
but the Bills were clawing. They were fighting their way back. That was a really good win for them. Because my biggest issue with this team, like when I watched them play, it was like, where's the fight? Like where's the juice? Where's the energy? Where's the fight? And maybe they were at home. Maybe that helps. But like they really stuck it.
And this is a bit of a rivalry. These teams have had to play each other in big games.
The Bills haven't beaten them. We haven't beaten them yet. We hadn't beaten Burrow. and we still haven't stopped them really.
No,
we got a couple plays that were great.
It literally. So I mean, there's 2 back-to-back interceptions, and if those don't happen, the Bills lose this game.
Well, and not only that, once the Bills get up, so they have the interception, they cut it, or they take the lead by 3, and then Epinesa interception, and then we drive down and we score, and 2-point conversion. Now we're up 11. They're up 11. And then Burrow comes back down. Yeah, they're up 11. Yeah. Burrow comes back down. They score so quickly.
Immediately.
It's like it's like 4
before
plays,
the 2-minute
like
warning somehow.
It was just like, it was ridiculous. I was like, what are we doing? And then he botches the 2-point conversion. So then the Bills are up 5.
Yeah.
And then
they had
Bills,
to get that crazy
first down
conversion.
Run, second down pass, Josh gets sacked. It's 3rd and 15.
Yeah.
And holy smokes, that dude is nuts. That was a crazy play. And that's one of the, handful. I don't know. I don't think anyone else makes that play.
No.
I don't know.
No.
That was like,
but also
wild.
I don't know how.
You shouldn't be in the position to have to make that play. I will say,
I don't know how at this
11,
point. I mean, the Bengals look so unprepared for that. They were like, wait, the quarterback can run?
No, he just made a play. I don't know.
Yeah, he made a good play. Yeah.
It was ridiculous. He's a Buffalo.
Yeah, no, it makes you even more frustrated when this team looks like they can't do a thing.
You know what was frustrating to me? Not to like shift. T. Higgins is really good.
Oh, yeah.
He's really good. That dude can be completely concussed and still catch a ball.
He's
it's wild.
What wide receivers are better in like a contested catch situation than T. Higgins?
No one. Like,
I think
Puka.
I think Puka Nacua is definitely.
I don't know if they're better. I wouldn't say that anyone's better. Like as good as him.
It's kind of like a. Yeah. And then I would say, I mean, I don't think he's as good.
Devontae was
probably Devontae Adams definitely. In
Evans was obviously for a long time.
I would say he's may not be on that tier yet, but he's like right there is George Pickens.
Yeah, he just needs more consistency, more weeks. That's all.
But I mean, yeah, Higgins is ridiculous, and I hope his brain is okay.
He is back on concussion protocol.
Yeah, and not good.
It was very uncomfortable to watch. I'm like, okay, there's 2 sides of it. One, as a Bills fan, he was crushing us. And I was like, someone want to check him for a concussion? That's the new dynamic in sports. It's like fans are like, I really care about the player.
Yeah,
of the opposite team.
Yeah,
but truthfully, it was really bad because I think there was 3 where his head. So the one is coming. Well, one was a deep ball on the left sideline. He goes up to catch it, doesn't catch it. The back of his head slams to the ground. He sits up. He's sitting there. They have to go to commercial timeout because he's just sitting there.
Yeah, and he
goes to the locker room too. He was out for one series there.
The other layer to it is he missed a game last week because he had a concussion from the previous week.
From the Patriots game.
Just had a concussion. Yeah. And if we've learned anything from The Chair Company on HBO, it's that concussions, you don't want to have many of them in quick succession. So
then
I'm sure you're caught up on The Chair Company.
I'm not. Then listen, he has a play where he goes across the middle. And it, again, head slams to the ground. He reaches for the back of his head. At that point, you don't take him out of the game.
Yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah,
it's like really ridiculous. So what are they going to do? He's back in concussion protocol. They're going to put him in concussion protocol and try to have him play again this week?
I don't think so.
Does he need to be in concussion protocol for Monday through Friday? Is his head getting hit?
I think as long as he's having symptoms, there's like a clock on it. And usually if a player is in concussion protocol in the weekdays leading up to the game, they rarely play. Unless they're on the back, like unless they all just missed a game and they're still kind of in it, they usually don't play.
They're just going to test them. I think the only thing that I know about it is that they need to have one full padded practice before getting out of concussion protocol. So there's like steps.
Is that one of the rules?
That's one of the stipulations. Yeah. So like he's gonna have to have one practice, but it feels dirty. They played him because this was a big game.
There were a few
for
of
them.
those this week. I mean, Rashee Rice also got hit really hard and was like unconscious. Like his body was just a rag doll. Like
this guy's coming off of concussion protocol. He bangs his head on the back of the turf, like the back of his head on the turf, 3 times in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Now he's catching touchdowns, but shoot, even his catches weren't clean. Like, well, the one-handed one was clean, but the rest he's like tipping and catching himself. I mean, he's a great player, but you got to protect the player from himself. It's like, it was uncomfortable to see.
All right, let's just roll through these. The Titans beat the Browns on the road despite Shedeur Sanders becoming the first player in NFL history. This is a very specific stat, but he had at least 350 passing yards and 4 total touchdowns in a game within his first 5 starts during his rookie season. That's incredibly specific. He's also, though, the first to do that as a rookie since one other guy's done it, and it's Joe Burrow. So pretty good company.
Wow. That's
the Ohio boys.
I did not watch this game, but watched the highlights of this, and that's actually a big statement because why would I ever watch the highlights of the Titans and the Browns? He looked good. Like he looks like he has an awareness in the pocket, and he understood. He threw the ball away sometimes. He understood like, okay, I gotta throw the ball away, and he made some big plays, and he had a scramble for a touchdown. I thought he did a really good job. He put them in position.
He did, yeah. He put them in position to beat the 1-win Titans, and they couldn't do it. But you know what? That's all right. It's probably better for them to not win that game in terms of draft position.
Well, are they going to go get a quarterback?
That's weird because it sounds like they're planning to bring Deshaun Watson back next year to like at least compete for the job. So who knows what they'll do at the top of the draft.
Okay. Myles Garrett got another sack. He's at 20.
Yeah, he's at 20. Yeah. So 2.5 away from tying the record. Is that right?
This is a legit record. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? That dude doesn't need to be mad at Jason's Michael Strahan anymore.
Man, I was gonna let you struggle with that one, but you got there. Yeah, Michael Strahan.
Yeah. Who was the other dude? The Jets dude.
Oh, I don't.
The dude who had the sack record before. There's a documentary on how, and he hates Brett Favre and Strahan because
didn't like Watt tie it?
No,
I think Watt tied the record.
I don't think
with
so.
22.5. Let's see. Single season sacks, 22.5. Yeah, Strahan and Watt are tied with 22.5.
Really?
Mark Gastineau,
yeah, 22. Well, he was upset at Strahan and Favre for so long because Favre gave him the 1 sack.
Well, and they didn't even count half sacks.
Reggie White, 21 is wild. I think that's a 14-game season.
They didn't even count half sacks that year. I don't think.
What year?
With Gastineau. I don't think they were counting half sacks yet, but I don't know. You think it was a 14-game season in 1987?
It was 15 games.
Oh, is that the strike year?
I don't know. No, they just didn't have as many games. They didn't have 16 games.
They went from 14 to 16, though.
I don't know. This was
Gastineau did it in 84.
Yeah, Gastineau probably did it in 14 games.
No, he did it in 16.
Okay.
So I don't know what to tell you.
When did they have
Reggie White
14 games? Oh, when Juice played.
Yeah, maybe Reggie White missed a game. That's probably what happened.
1961 to 1977. Yeah.
No, 87 was the strike year, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Was Reggie White a scab? Did he cross the picket line?
That's horrible to say.
Sorry. All right. The Commanders, they've lost 8 in a row.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
Why are they playing Daniels? Like, what is the deal? The dude, like, you don't learn?
Did you do this? Was like fine.
Did you do this before RG3?
He could have come back in. I think it is a little different.
It's like concussion protocol again. How's the dude injured he injured the same thing in the first quarter?
Yeah, he didn't like dislocate it though. I again or anything. Like I think I don't know if he's medically cleared to play. He's a football player. That's his job. No. That's what he wants to be doing.
That's the problem, is that the doctors are medically clearing guys that should not be medically cleared.
I don't know if you can say that though. I mean, like,
I'm pretty sure I can say that.
He got hit and just happened to brace himself on the same arm, and evidently would have been able to come back into the game, but they were already out of it. So
don't we want to factor these things when we're like, hey, this is a quarterback. Maybe he's going to try to brace his fall with this.
This isn't really
arm.
This is totally different to me, because it's his non-throwing arm. There's not as much risk as there is with like a concussion.
They're 3-10. What is the point of this?
Look, if they want to,
there's 0 point in this. It's crazy. He shouldn't even. He shouldn't even he shouldn't do it. First of all, but he's a player. He wants to play.
But we're only saying this because he left the game, and he evidently could have come back in the game. Like, that's the only reason this is even
he could have come back in the game.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying. Yeah, they said that the report after the game was that it wasn't a serious injury. He could have come back in the game, but they were already behind and didn't.
I feel
like at that point.
I feel like I've seen this story play out with the Commanders.
It's totally different than the RG3 thing. RG3 was his.
He came back in the game.
It was completely different.
Yeah, it was his knee.
The knee is a little more vital than the off elbow.
He doesn't need his. I think you're 3-10. Let's save your franchise quarterback's left elbow. I don't know. Crazy.
I can see the argument for that.
Also,
I can see the argument for him playing if he's healthy enough to play. I see the argument for doing that, because it's not just him. It's there are 52 other players on this team that are trying to make a name for themselves and have a team.
You
and
have a good quarterback.
Job.
Marcus Mariota is a good quarterback.
Oh,
you're going to win that game. You don't think they could have beaten?
No, because
the Vikings, you know
what
with
happened? Mariota came in and threw.
But he didn't get to prepare all week.
Mariota's been in the NFL for
matters. It
decades.
Matters. The game plan is totally different.
Come on,
when he played against Denver, they were running read option. They were great. He was great. He was fantastic. That was Denver.
That was a week ago. They could have just reverted. You can't make that excuse in this case, because they could have.
Here's the thing: they should have not played. They should have gone in and been like, "We're not playing you, Daniels." And then they would have prepared a game plan for Mariota. He would have done the same crap he did last week, and they probably would have won the game.
Reactive take, I think. But you know what ended up happening? Mariota threw a ball that Zach Ertz was put into a vulnerable position, got hit in the knee, and Zach Ertz's career might be over now because he tore his ACL.
I saw that play.
It was terrible.
No, maybe they put Zach Ertz out there next week. He'll run around. He's medically cleared. Hobble around, Ertz. They put me out there in my little boot. Get me on the field. I wish I had their doctors. I'd be cleared. I could do anything right now.
Wow.
Give me the independent doctor that cleared T. Higgins yesterday.
Man, you're really conflating different situations here.
They'd put me into the New York City Marathon. Run. Okay.
That's not your job, though. It's totally different. And it doesn't, and the livelihoods of 52 other dudes don't depend on your success. It's totally different.
No, I think it's a load of crap.
Okay.
I think they're full of nonsense.
Anyway, the Vikings were the first team since the Denver Broncos in 1992 to shut out a team the week after being shut out. So that was a cool little fact. The Miami Dolphins have won 4 straight.
They're good. I'm hoping that they can beat the Patriots at the end of the season is what I would like.
They're fine.
They're good. Come on, for them to be 6 and 7 there, that's pretty good. Okay, we
got to roll through these though, because we got to wrap up. Another old guy coming back, Jason Pierre-Paul is signing with the Buccaneers. I thought this was interesting. NFC South, all 4 teams have a negative point differential, and one of them will get to make the playoffs. The Buccaneers.
Somebody might have a losing record.
Yeah, Buccaneers lost to the Saints this week. They finish up with the Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers, The Panthers.
They should be able to get some wins there, but they should have been able to get a win.
They should have been able to get that win.
Yeah.
Panthers have a little tougher. They play the powerhouse Saints that just beat the Bucks themselves, the Seahawks, and then the Bucks again. And I just want to point out Baker Mayfield.
The Buccaneers have lost 4 straight, right? This is 4 straight. They lost to the Patriots. They lost to the Bills. They lost to the Rams, and I think this is the 4th one.
That might be true.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay. Their last win was this one against the Saints, so I think you're right.
Yeah.
They beat the Cardinals, I think, last week.
Oh,
they beat the Cardinals last week. But Baker Mayfield, first 6 games, MVP candidate, 12 touchdowns against 1 interception. They were winning games. I went back. I was expecting to see that they played like a really easy schedule, and that they didn't. I mean, they played the Texans, who
that's why he was MVP candidate,
the best defense in the league. They played the Seahawks, who
they won
the best
in Seattle. Seattle.
They played the Eagles, who at the time were playing better than they are now. And they beat they played and beat the 49ers. So the schedule wasn't like markedly more difficult than the one that they've now gone 2-5 with. And Baker Mayfield has had 8 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Completion percentage down almost 10%. And he's thrown for fewer, like an entire game's worth of fewer yards, like 400 fewer yards.
And they're getting healthier.
One more game.
Sort of.
He did miss the entire second half against LA.
Baker? Oh yeah, his arm. How's his arm?
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But so it's been kind of a tough stretch, but they're still right there to win the division. I think we're kind of locked in. It's probably going to be Carolina versus Tampa the last game of the year, because I think that's going to determine who wins the South. And there's also a decent likelihood that this Miami-Tampa game is completely meaningless for Tampa.
Yeah, because the
only way that game means anything
division,
the only way that game means anything is if the Buccaneers lose to both Atlanta and Carolina beats New Orleans. Well, obviously Tampa. So this game's big for that reason. But one of those teams has to make the playoffs. Maybe they shouldn't this year. Maybe they shouldn't get that spot this year.
Yeah.
We already did that.
Ravens.
Yeah. Ravens.
Yeah, it's a similar situation here. Some bad records.
Everyone in the AFC North.
Historically strong teams.
Yeah.
Are the Bengals officially eliminated? They're not officially.
No, they're not. I mean, they could still win the division.
Yeah, I think it's possible. They played well. They're a good team. They're really not bad. The defense isn't great, but Burrow and those wide receivers are very good. And the tight end, Gesicki, is very good too.
It's another division. No team, Devesh doesn't think any team is better than the team the Bills just played. That is always like the second best team in the league.
I'm always impressed.
Yeah.
Like, wow. These are, but am I not right? Houston has been fantastic. Houston's good.
Yeah.
Look, we beat the Steelers. Look at the Steelers here.
You don't need to prove my point. I appreciate it, but you don't.
Now watch
you
next
really don't
week.
Need to.
Watch next week. The Bengals going to beat somebody.
You truly do not need to. Well, the team they would beat would be the Ravens. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible. I would pick. Wait, they just played. They're doing that again.
They're doing that again.
Wow, that was quick. They're not going to be able to stop Burrow. The Ravens are not going to be able to stop Burrow. Did you want to talk about the catch, the likely catch?
No. That's because we're
because it was a catch.
Time. We're right. Yeah. I mean, all I'll say about it, I don't think there was anything there to overturn the call.
The call was a catch on the field.
The call was a catch, so I think it should have stood as a catch, because the whole threshold for whether or not a call is overturned is if it's clear and obvious, and the fact that we're talking about it and nobody really knows for sure if that was a catch or not.
I'm pretty sure it was a catch. 2 feet down, catch. Football move. Can I tell you what the football move was? No, it's actually not.
That's not the rule, though. The rule isn't 2 feet down on that.
What's the rule?
The rule is 2 feet down and then a football move, because he's not going to the ground.
And let me tell you what the football move was. Can I tell you what the football move?
You can tell me what you thought the
ball away from the defender is the football move.
I agree with you, but that's like a subjective thing.
What is a football
and
move?
I think that's dumb. I think it's very stupid that the rules leave it up to this nebulous idea of what a football move is. What you got to do the
Football has
Heisman
changed
pose?
so much.
I know you got to catch it and like do the Heisman pose. Is that what they're like?
The moves
I'm
aren't
totally
even the
with you.
same anymore. The football move is when he kept the ball out here like this.
I agree with you.
Football move.
Look, I agree with you, and that's why I think it should have stood as they called it as a catch, because there's quite literally nothing clear and obvious to overturn the call.
To overturn that is crazy.
Yeah. So
honestly, I could more likely see them making it, if they had ruled incomplete pass, I could see them making it a touchdown more than this opposite way.
Maybe, yeah. I think overturning it was the mistake. I think they'll leave it as called, because I don't think Steelers fans are going to be like, "Oh, that wasn't a catch," Like I don't think, because I think you're right. I think the other way around, it would have made more sense.
I will say I had a feeling that the Steelers were going to do something, because this is such a Steelers move. They would do this, and it's such a Ravens move.
Well, the other thing about it was, I was a little annoyed that the broadcast kept showing it in slow motion, because in slow motion, of course, it seems like he held the ball long enough. And fast, it's quick in the moment. Like, I kind of get it. I kind of get why it might be called not a catch in real time. I don't know. I'm tired of this whole debate over what a catch is.
Not sophisticated enough. No, we have not moved on. First of all,
no, I thought we had moved on from the era of when Des Bryant clearly caught it and it was called not a catch.
Apparently,
I thought we would move past this as a country, and we're right back.
We're back.
We're right
what
back
is a
with
catch?
It. Yeah, I just why does everything have to be rebooted?
It's flu season. So what a catch comes around every year. What is a catch? We talk about it every year.
I'm tired of it. But yeah, not clear and obvious. Don't overturn stuff that's not clear and obvious. If you're going to say that every time.
Can I just say one more thing? And this is just a critique of Ravens fans. They're always complaining about stupid stuff. You guys,
and the Bills fans are completely immune to that. So we'll just move on.
No, but
they've never complained or had rules changed or anything.
Stink for 3/4 of a game, and then they think that they could. Then they're like, the refs got us.
Get out of here. Every fan base is like that.
Can I make a bold prediction?
Single one, except for the Chargers, because that fan base does not exist.
I'm going to make a bold prediction. Burrow and T. Higgins, concussed, are going to light them up.
I don't think Higgins is playing, but we'll see.
How are you? He's cleared, medically cleared.
The Bears gave this game a really good fight, and I think they might actually be a pretty good team and might be good for years to come. So that's cool.
Caleb's, he had the throw. He had it there. He missed the throw at the end of the game.
And like with him and Stroud and like all these young quarterbacks, it feels like there is a percentage of their plays that are brain dead and a percentage of their plays that are just like the most athletic thing you've ever seen a quarterback do. And it's all about the balance of those two things. And like a quarterback like Josh Allen, it's kind of like 96-4,
this is what makes the great ones great. Yeah.
He's gotten the brain dead plays down to 4. They're still there, but he's gotten them down. And I think it's all about that ratio with these modern quarterbacks.
I want to say that actually I put Caleb in a tier above Stroud, because Stroud, I just feel like there's nothing consistent. Like, he's missing routine, regular throws. Anytime he gets like a little off platform, he's like, it's in the dirt. It's like, it's high. It's like all over the place. Caleb, I think, is going to give you 3 plays a game that are just like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And I think he does. I don't think he's even.
Love is probably more comparable in that way too. He does the same thing.
Really, they're very similar. And I think Caleb, I haven't really even seen this yet, but he just seems like he might have that ability to kind of lift a team up on his own in a way that like CJ Stroud doesn't. You know what I mean? Like,
CJ doesn't seem like he's on that,
like almost like a multiplier,
curve anymore.
like a multiplier for the team that kind of makes him. Yeah, that makes him.
I don't want to say that on Caleb yet, but I will say Caleb is very good.
That's fair, because that's fair, because we literally haven't seen him do it yet. I just feel like it's there and it's like close to being unlocked for him.
I almost just want to say that I think the head coach is good.
Oh yeah, I think
the head coach is very good. Yeah,
I think Yeah. Yeah. Literally nothing to say about this. Rams dominated. Matt Stafford.
Puka had another great catch.
Yeah.
Did he leave the
Puka was
game at
awesome.
some point because he was like, I'm hurt?
Oh yeah. It was
that probably happened. He probably came back in the game.
It was exactly what every Rams game and what every Cardinals game has pretty much been all season. We talked about this. We talked about this. So yeah, I would say I gotta say this podcast I would put in the conversation with the birth of my children, my wedding day. It's just joyful, just joyous.
Just joyful.
Which is the biblical definition of that is just overflowing with joy. So, congratulations, Henry Fechna, for your Derek Lake Sports Peace Prize.
I was like, who is that?
Yeah, you already forgot.
I forgot who that was.
If I cut that part, now I either have to cut that
the end or the beginning,
or leave it all in.
I
feel like I got frustrated with you today.
On which part? on the medical clearance. I can't believe you're on the side of
with the Jayden Daniels.
I can't believe you're
thing.
on the organization side.
How do you know it's the organization though? It
corporate.
Could be Jayden.
You're on the side of the corporations.
Maybe I'm on the side of the player.
Oh yeah, let me. It's a free country. Let me play. Let me bash my head in.
If he wants to play, let him play.
He's not even in the state to make the decision.
Who are you talking about?
Higgins.
Okay, I'm not talking about Higgins. I'm talking about Jayden Daniels.
I'm pretty sure you're saying
I'm talking about Jayden Daniels specifically.
With the one last brain cell that's in there.
Nope.
He should be concerned about catching passes.
I'm talking about Jayden Daniels and his elbow.
For a 4-win team.
Everybody listening.
In Cincinnati.
Everybody listening knows what I'm talking about. Devesh does not appear to be hearing me.
Independent doctor cleared this guy. What question do you think they asked him? Is it snowing out? What did they ask him that they cleared him? They're like, are you playing football? Is it snowing out? Also, here's the other thing. If you're a player, because they have baseline tests, you just got to not be so smart on your baseline. You just got to lower the baseline test. Then when you come in concussed, you're like, say this. CAT cat, BAT bat. Like you just gotta lower your baseline. If you're ever in this situation, just remember,
that was definitely what I was.
Baseline.
That is definitely the section where I was getting frustrated because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it come back now. I'm gonna need Yoda
How
back here.
How talented is T. Higgins that this dude can catch balls?
Why you're talking about T. Higgins? I wasn't talking about T. Higgins.
Honestly, I'm impressed. Like, how does
I wasn't
dude
talking about him?
He's mossing all of our defensive backs. He can't.
Oh, man.
He probably seen 2 balls coming at him, and he's catching both of them.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for Devesh.
We should make an all concussed team.
God, no, we shouldn't. That's a horrible idea.
Who's your quarterback, Tua?
No, it's Josh Allen because that dude.
He did the same thing too.
And then just acts like he's not hurt.
Yeah, my ankle. I hurt my ankle.
Yeah.
Elite.
The
Bills did this actually last year too. Christian Benford was concussed the week before the AFC Championship game. He played in the AFC Championship game, and he very clearly injured his head and then was taken out of the game. At least they didn't bring him back in the game. But they sort of, they speed up getting the guys cleared through concussion protocol for a big game.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on all of that. And that wasn't where I was disagreeing with you at all.
Jayden Daniels.
Yeah, he hurt the brain in his elbow.
His elbow, it's still important. You need that. You need that thing. He's going to be old. It's going to be cold. He's going to be living in D.C. somewhere. And he's like, why is my elbow creaky?
You think he's going to retire and
Do you
live
think
in
the players
DC?
after they retire, they leave the place where they
You think
played?
they stay? You
They
think there
gotta
are
stay.
Buffalo Bills former players who are like, you know what? I
Actually,
love it here.
Yeah, a
I
lot of
love
the
it. It's
Eric
great.
Wood still lives. Like a lot of the old Bills players live there.
Yes.
I think like Andre Reed still's around there.
Yeah.
Thurman Thomas is still around there.
They may own property,
Jim Kelly
but
is
they
still
don't
there.
live there.
100% they live there.
Oh, we're gonna look it up.
I'm not even joking.
There's no way. There is absolutely
Jim Kelly
no way.
lives in Buffalo.
There is no way he spends more than half the year in Buffalo.
Yeah, he does.
No way.
So does Thurman
I do
Thomas.
not believe it.
Thurman
and
Thomas,
even
Kelly?
if you find, I'm not even going to believe evidence that is what he does.
It is the case.
I've already determined that he doesn't. So
how sad
right.
would it be? So you live in Cincinnati the rest of your life?
I know. Yeah, of course they don't do that. Why would you do that?
In Buffalo, they do it because they're like celebrities.
Okay. I don't.
People
again. They may visit. They may have a house there.
I'm gonna say
I don't
that
think they're
they
living
have
more
a
than
house
half
there.
the year there.
I'm gonna say that they are living half the year there.
Yeah, it might be half. Might be 6
Okay,
months.
I'm gonna say they're living more than
6
half
months.
the year there.
All right, I'm gonna say they're not, and I don't know how we're gonna find this out.
I don't know
but
how
we are. And we're talking about. We have to like narrow this down. Are we talking about like Jim Kelly?
How hard do you think it would be to just walk around Buffalo and find these people's houses? I'm going to tell you that I think Thurman Thomas and Jim Kelly live in Buffalo more than half the year.
Those are the two. Okay, because you could probably find a player who like.
Oh, I can name other players.
Doesn't know what good weather is. But cool. All right.
Especially the mid players. Why would they leave? They're like stars there.
Yeah, I'll do some research. So Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, don't think they live more than half the year in Buffalo because I don't think anybody in their right mind should do that. I don't think that's a place humans should be existing and living full time. Well. Yeah, it's for their own good. It's for their own good. Hey, I lived in Syracuse, and I don't think people should be living there either.
Yeah.
Devesh, where can people find you?
Find me here on Derek Likes Sports. You can find me on my channel, Love of Sports, but I haven't posted in a little bit. Man, I tell you guys that every week.
Good plug. Good plug.
Maybe soon we will.
You can close your eyes and imagine me. You can,
catch me here.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to the show. And
comment below if you think that players should be playing concussed.
I don't like that you're pinning me into the camp
agree
of
with that. If you agree with Derek,
I think you're doing a bit, but I think you're starting to believe the bit.
T. Higgins should have just toughed it out.
I think you're doing a bit, but I'm worried that you're going to start believing this false reality that you've concocted in your head, and I'm worried about that.
Players need to play through the pain.
All right. Well. Hopefully we won't fight this much next time.
I was just going to make a comment about EPA per play and the Carolina Panthers.
We don't need to do this. All right.
Man.
Well, this may have been the last episode, but I hope not. No, we're fine. We're fine. Good. We'll work it out. Cool. Well, thanks again.
Big games again this week. I can't wait.
Enjoy that beautiful upstate New York winter weather.
We had a snow day last week and no snow today.
Oh, that's cool. Same here. It's snow. Wait, has the snow melted yet?
No, it's still there.
Okay, yeah. See, that's the difference. That's probably my favorite thing about living where I live is that we still get snow occasionally, obviously not as much. But the best part is after like 2 days, it's all gone.
It's gone. No.
And the worst, it's so bad. It's so bad when it snows and it goes nowhere. It gets all muddy and it's just there forever. And then the salt just stains your car. And then it's just, oh God,
we're going to have a white Christmas though. Because this
white,
snow is not going to melt.
It's going to snow during Christmas, or that this
snow's going to be here.
2 week snow is going to be. I'm sorry, man. That's not a white Christmas. That is a muddy brown.
No. Here's the thing.
Sludge.
It's not
sludgemus.
It hasn't gotten warm enough where it melts even a little bit.
It's just
frozen. It's like if you took your cake, take like a cake, put it in the freezer. It's just a quick freeze. It's a solid freeze.
Yeah. You have to be like careful cutting it.
That's right. Always be careful cutting cakes. Yeah, everybody out there, be very careful.
It's like if you took your cake and you stored it where people just walk around and drive their cars and pollution collects in it, though. So Anyway, enjoy
All right.
your cake. Enjoy the weather, the winter weather. And we will see you next time.